I'll just let you guys listen to that. Okay, so this is the weekly love reading. This is my weekly love reading, my sacred lovers reading. And this is for the week of the 21st to the 27th, so I'm doing it a little early. To be honest with you, I was actually kind of behind on my weeks and days. So when I looked at the calendar before I did the readings, I was like, wow. So I was going to do the reading for this week that is finishing. But anyway, I'm caught up now. So yes, this is my sacred lovers reading for the week coming up. So we're just going to see the energies and love for the week. Pray over the cards. I'm already looking at one, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab it. But pray over the cards. And thank you to everyone who came. I'm grateful to everyone who came to watch and join me during this reading. And thank you to anyone who appreciates my energy. Okay. So I already pulled this one and... Okay, well, I guess I'm looking at both of these. Especially this one mostly. This one I'm going to keep off to the side. Okay. Alright. Just move that over here for now. So, the first card that I get is the turning point. So, things turning around. That's the main thing about this card. But you know, return stands out to me. Regeneration, inevitability. Yeah, mostly return, regeneration, and inevitability. Those are the key words that are standing out to me with this card. So we are going to see what that is about. We have conflict, which is the key word. Let me see the keywords that stand out to me. Well, hostility, stubbornness, excuse me, and controversy. And you know what? I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm not 100% real. Oh my gosh. Like if someone were to ask me what is the definition of controversy, I'm like, to be honest with you, I can give you a very vague idea, but not the the full description. But once I do find it out, I will leave it down in the description box. I would use, you know what, actually, all right, so we utilize the power of the internet. Excuse me. So controversy is basically two people who have opposing views, and it says a discussion marked especially by the expression of opposing views. So, excuse me. And whenever I hear the word controversial or controversy, usually the topic is something that people have strong, if there are opposing views, people have strong opposing views and opinions about this topic. It's like, it's somewhat of a societal sensitive topic, like, if that makes sense, you know? But yeah, that's kind of what it sounds like to me. So, anyway, but yeah, so the keywords with conflict, like I said, hostility, stubbornness, and controversy. So the fact that we get return, regeneration with the turning point, and 4 + 2 = 6, and conflict is the number 6 here. So I feel like, and the number 6 is about balance, and I don't know if equality is the right word, but mostly balance and there being equal give and take in a situation. So, you know, in this situation, I would see it as someone taking the time out to listen to someone else's point of view, um, listen to someone else's opinion and feelings about a certain issue or something. Let's see, the family. Okay, so it makes sense that controversy kind of comes out when it comes to family for some reason. I see a tie between those two. But obviously the family, it could be about family, your family to you, you know. Maybe you have been estranged to some of your family members, and it could be for reasons that are personal to you, you know, like something that your family doesn't quite is not quite on the same page with you, and it's so much so to where it could be they could have pushed you away, you know, or you could have pushed them away because they're enforcing their viewpoints upon you and your life. But yeah, so the keywords here: ancestry, blood bonds, excuse me, community, intimate relationships, our human family. And then the next card, enthusiasm. So self-expression, self-confidence. Okay, so that stands out to me. Self-expression and self-confidence. Okay. And honestly, a positive response stands out to me as well, because that's one of the keywords at the bottom there. But a positive response also stands out to me. So there could be two groups, where one of the groups is where your family doesn't approve of you or the way you live or what you have chosen to, like what you have discovered your purpose to be, or what you're discovering your purpose to be. Approve of the person that you are, you know, and they're imposing their desires of who they want you to be upon you. You know, that's for one group. And you know, you allowing yourself to flow into yourself and get to know yourself, get comfortable in yourself, get comfortable in your energy, and get to loving yourself. That is what is meant for you, despite what anyone else has to say about it, despite anyone else's opinion about it. And people are always going to give their opinions. You cannot stop that. You know, you can't fight that. So save your energy, you know, instead of getting angry about whatever anybody else has to say. When you feel yourself getting tired or annoyed, you know what? It's like, I just need to take a minute. You know, let me take a step back and like let people know, you know, it's like, hey, I understand you care about me, because some people talk, some people speak out of your best interest, you know, but it's still somewhat imposing in a way, you know, or not even in a way. It is still somewhat imposing, but you know this person loves you. Sometimes that's the case, you know, but you still have to do what you know is meant for you, what you know is right for you, you know, listening to the guidance that you receive on your path. But I was mentioning in the what's it called, general reading, that man, I lost my train of thought. It'll probably come back to me, so whatever. But it's crazy that this is the Sacred Lovers reading. This is a love reading, but it seems to be more so about, and this could be in fact, there are people who are awaiting a moment where someone returns to acknowledge a situation from the past, or acknowledge a turbulent connection from the past, you know. And there comes a turning point, you know, where things are discussed, people open up, the other person opens up. But for a lot of people, I do get that this is family. You know, this has to do with family or very close friends, people who you consider to be your soul family. Let's see what else comes out. What is this about? This one wanted to come out. This is the Knight of Wands. Put that to the side for now. You know, let me shuffle this in a second. I shuffled them, but I don't like the way they're flopping. it so that. Not sure why I paused it. I was already done shuffling, so. Okay. So the first card we got is the Six of Swords, moving towards calmer waters, things getting smoother sailing ahead. And then the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is about you establishing your independence, becoming more in tune with yourself, your individuality, your authentic self, being one with self. Okay. It's also about, you see how she's reading there, you know, it's also about learning more about what your purpose is, what your sacred purpose is here on earth. Or what your divine purpose is here on earth, excuse me. What's this about? Okay, so I have the Ten of Swords. I'm going to get those two that fell. But I got the Ten of Swords, which has to do with painful endings. So a lot of you may have gotten out of a very... This could have been a long... See, yeah, okay. A lot of you... I was just about to say, a lot of you could have gotten out of a very turbulent relationship, a very turbulent connection, where there wasn't balance. You know, there wasn't balance in the energy that was put in the relationship. One person was putting in more energy than another. There wasn't a proper appreciation for another person's energy and time. And there was a lot of fear of opening up. The Nine of Swords, there was a lot of fear in opening up. And a lot of insecurity. I also get insecurity with that. But even in family dynamics, if there's an inability to be vulnerable between you and someone that you consider important to you, or a significant person or a significant presence in your life, you at some point you have to be able to be vulnerable with this person. You have to. You know, otherwise it's imbalanced and it's unfair. And then I have at the bottom, I have Judgment, which has to do with resurrection. And we did get regeneration with, where is it? Yeah, with this, the turning point, we have regeneration there. So the Judgment is about resurrection, things, you know, things returning to life. See, and okay, at the top of the deck, I have the Star, which is about faith and hope. But I also get handling with care, you know, handling someone's emotions and feelings with care. And there being a safe space to express your feelings. So this week seems like it's a lot about reconnecting with people who, whether they be your sacred lover, your twin flame, or whoever you consider to be your soulmate, you know, whether it be that person you have that deep soul love connection with, or someone in the family who is also who is your family, your human family. Let me see. Oh, let me get some from the Romance Angels real quick. Okay. So I'm going to get some from this deck here, but I wanted to continue on what I was saying before, as far as you having to, at some point, be vulnerable with the person, with anyone who you consider, like I said, someone who you trust fully, someone who you know you can confide in, someone who you know gives you constructive criticism, someone who you know will tell you when you're wrong, but not just do that, you know, give you the reason why. You know, someone who you know is your ride or die, pretty much. Whether that be family and friends, or family or friends, you know, whatever, you know. But like I said, there not being proper communication, or a level of vulnerability between you and another person, like I said, causes an imbalance. And the other person feels that. The other person knows this. And it will only be able to be tolerated for so long because it's exhausting in a way for the both of you. With one person just holding in all of their strifes, their stressors, their pains that they may be going through, their worries, their anxieties, and another person being vulnerable and opening up and sharing their vulnerabilities, sharing their fears, their anxieties. That can seem burdensome to the other person. That can seem exhausting to the other person. And that can also seem exhausting because for the person who's giving this, because they're giving their energy, they're giving their time, they're giving themselves completely, and authentically. They're giving themselves in this relationship. So, so there's that imbalance. So I just wanted to touch on that. I didn't want it to seem like I was saying you need to hurry up and rush yourself into opening up yourself up to just anybody and whatever. I wanted to clarify that. So let me just get a couple from here and I'll close the reading off there. There's about 3 cards, so it's too many. I don't know if I want to take that one. I didn't see it, but this one, true love. It says, this is a romance of a lifetime. This is the romance of a lifetime. With that true love, okay, and it says, give your relationship a chance. Okay, so true love and give your work on your partnership. This is a romance of a lifetime. Work on your partnership. So rather than it being as romantic as it seems, more so I get that this true love is about true unconditional love between you and another person, and being authentic and real about this. No fronting, no masks, no pretending. Being authentic and real about the way you feel, no matter what it's about. Look at the bottom. Healing family issues. It says your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. At the bottom of the deck, healing family issues. At the top, let's see. Love yourself first. Okay? Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. I mean, must they go on? So, this week is going to be a lot about you. This is going to be a lot about reconnecting with people, wherever there's been unfinished business, and reconnecting with yourself. That's what a lot of this week is going to be about. And healing from past issues and healing from painful endings. So I'm going to close the reading there. If you guys have any questions about my personal readings or booking one with me, please email me. I'll leave my email down in the description box below. You have a beautiful rest of the night, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. I love you guys. Bye-bye.